Hello and welcome to a brand new Crusader Kings 3 tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be discussing stewardship. Now, in my opinion, stewardship is one of the base 5 perks, and it is, in my opinion, the most powerful one throughout the whole of Crusader Kings 3. Now, at the end of the day, what is stewardship? It is essentially the organization of the realm, and it ties into pretty much everything else. Now, I shall show you how. Now, in terms of at the top right here, to the currencies, your main one that is to do with stewardship is your gold. Now, your monthly income here, we have a look. Domain, we can break it down into our domain, which is of course our own holdings that we have. So if you zoom in a little bit here, we can go to Zagreb. If we have a look at our tax, which is of course our income from our domain, we can have a look here. We get overall 3.1, but our stewardship gives us plus 22% base of what we already get. So capital plus 1 mods was building 0.4 hamlets, 0.08, and then we get plus 22% because of our stewardship level. Now, we are pretty good characters. We've got 19 stewardship. As you can see here, our base is 8, so when we turned 16, we got 8 stewardship. That's from our growing up. And then because of we've got a 3-star stewardship education, we've got fortune builder, we've got plus 6, we've got trait diligent, which is giving us plus 3, and assistance from spouse. I will get onto that in a moment. But holy sites as well. Every religion, again, how stewardship ties into religion, has various holy sites, and they all give it little perks. For example, Catholicism has Rome, which gives plus 1 stewardship, which of course basically gives you that little bit more income. Now, the other on the top right here that is to do with stewardship is your domain here. Now, your domain at the end of the day is how many individual baronies you can hold. And here we've got 6 available. We only hold 5, but we can see we've got plus 2 for being a duke, plus 1 because of our cultural Croatian, and stewardship is giving us plus 3. Now, we've got a very high stewardship, so that's giving us plus 3. So overall, even though we're just a duke, we can have 6, which is absolutely insane. Now, let's go through the different lifestyle perks. Let's have a go. So stewardship, of course, the middle one here. Now, we've got 3 focuses. You can have wealth focus, domain focus, and duty focus. Now, wealth, again, that plus 10% income is quite a good basic one. If you're unsure really what to do as a stewardship character, wealth focus can be very, very good. As at the end of the day, you're getting more and more gold. If you're in the early game and you haven't really got that much of an income, then 10% isn't really going to give you too much. However, if you're a king, emperor, even a powerful duke, then that 10% could really give you a lot extra. Domain gives you a flat plus 3 stewardship, which, although will give you a little bit of bonuses towards your domain buildings, as we saw earlier, it will also give you all sorts of other perks. For example, the domain bonus, while duty focus is a little bit different. It kind of focuses less on the financial side and the organizational side, but more on the, for example, enemy agents acceptance, a courtier guest opinion. So very, very good there. If you're maybe playing a little bit more intriguing character, if you're maybe your stewardship education, but you're a vassal within a mighty empire, for example. Now, we're going to pick domain focus because I believe that is one of the best ones to get that flat stewardship. So that puts us up to 22 stewardship. It's absolutely insane. Now, there are 3 different trees you can go down. We've got Avaricious, Architect, and Administrator. Now, Avaricious is kind of, again, that's based more on money or on the finance. So golden obligations, you can down payment for hooks. So if you're playing, again, a bit of an intriguing character, that can be very good. You've got Hedegeld, which is vassal tax contribution. Again, if you've got lots of vassals, very good. If not, maybe not worth the detailed ledgers. Again, Republican ruler opinion. Now, Republican ruler, of course, counts as your mayors, as they are, well, elected. War profiteer, again, this is a huge one, especially if you're going to be fighting and conquering a lot. Monthly income while at war, plus 10%. It may not seem like that much, but that could be huge. That could be absolutely huge. It's essentially money that appears out of nowhere. Fearful troops, again, men-at-arms maintenance per dread. If you're playing a bit of a dreadful character, or even if you're a Viking and you're going around raiding and you're executing a lot of people, building up that dread, this can be such a good way of getting your maintenance down, which is insane. And my domain extort subject's decision can be a very powerful way to get many hundred gold, depending on how far you want to go. And golden outplay monthly income per stress level. Again, probably not the most powerful, but if you're a highly stressed character, can be very. Now, the sell titles decision, again, another way to get money. And then at the end, you've got the base perk of Vicious, which is just holding taxes, which is, again, plus 15%, plus the 2 steward. Very, very powerful. Now, Architect, I would say, is probably one of the most powerful ones, I would say, in this tree. especially if you're going to be playing tall. Now we've got Taxman, again, collect taxes effectiveness. Collect taxes is the job of the steward, who is your council. We'll get to that in a second. Now we go back to... No, wrong one. If we go back to we've got defensive measures, gives you a little bit not really to do with money, but again, it's kind of to do with your holdings. It's fort level, garrison size, and the purchase truce, which can be very, very powerful. Maybe not necessarily for you. If you are potentially a very rich ruler and you've got some powerful neighbors that will claim on your lands, then this could be worth it. But more importantly, I would say the AI has access to these and will often look to purchase truce with you if they have got this perk, so that could be a nice bit of income. Alternate Muster Rolls, 11 reinforcement rate, that is absolutely insane. That plus 100, if you get absolutely stack wipe, having this perk can just really absolutely just get all your boys back. And cutting cornerstones, I think, absolutely amazing perk. A flat 5% discount on all the costs. Professional workforce, again, that at the time is huge. Centralization, that passive ticking development growth in the capital. If you're playing a maybe at the start of your dynasty, then it's going to be very powerful for getting your capital. Now, Popular Head, good. Divided Attention, again, Dominion +2, absolutely insane. And Architect, here we go, one of the best perks, I believe, in the game. The +2 Stewardship, of course, but then the Holding Construction Cost, which is... and Building Construction Cost, more importantly, which is absolutely insane. So on top of that, you're getting a basic 15% discount, which is... may not seem like an awful lot, but it really, really can add up, especially with the build time bonuses as well. If you want to play tall, that's how you build your domains up really well. Now, this last tree here is Administrator. This, again, focuses less on the financial side, but more on the vassal and relationship side. For example, Meritocracy. This is probably the best, or at least the most powerful tree perk, arguably in the game. Having the Claim Throne scheme against your liege can be very, very powerful. It does what it says on the tin. You can do a hostile scheme which will let you claim your liege's primary title. So if you're a duke and you're vassalized by a king, you can claim that kingdom title. And then you can use that to create a faction and impress your rule. So that could be very, very powerful, and people will go on Stewardship just to get this perk. Large levies, again, vassal levy contribution, late game, very, very powerful. Change of loyalty. Learn language, domestic affairs, likable, bit of opinion, soon to be given. Tyranny down. Again, I don't really seem to use that too much. Toe the line. Again, hit and miss, bit of hit and miss. Council opinion, again, pretty good. Honor to serve. That tax contribution for the powerful vassals. Very, very nice, especially as the powerful of the point are going to be very rich and have lots of men to give you a little bit more. But an administrator, again, give you the stewardship as a bit of a diplomacy, bit of vassal opinion, but very importantly, after the recent DLC and update, the plague resistance +10, that is insane. That is actually insane. That is actually really, very powerful. Parochial vassal opinion, again, is alright, but I don't really see too many parochial vassals, to be honest, but that is all the trees within stewardship. And let's take us to the council now. Of course, each of your councillors has a association with one of the perks, and our steward, surprise, surprise, is with our stewardship. Now, again, he's the administrative leader of your realm. There are 4 different jobs. For example, promote culture acceptance. Because we do not rule all of our Croatian lands as we are Croatian, we can do it with Bosnian, and that will, if we click on the Bosnian culture, give us some cultural acceptance. Oh, come on, let me middle mouse click. There we go. We're getting +5, well, plus 0.5 even, and Ban Zvonimir, who we were playing, is giving us a passive 0.09 because of that opinion. And although it doesn't seem very much, that is every month, so that will increase and increase and increase. And now we've got promote culture again. If you're wanting to rule over lands that are not your own culture, this will help you not be rebelled against by promoting culture. And increase development again in your capital, because of course development is a very big part of kind of tax. We have a look at here. From development gives you +4, which admittedly isn't great, but by the time you get to the late game and your development is up around 20-30 potentially, that can really get a huge bonus. And the last one is the collect tax, which is just a flat amount of money that you get if you've got a good steward, which can be very helpful. Now, in regards to tricks and tips, your wife is, not when I say wife, your consort, can be a very, very powerful asset, especially in the world of stewardship, because our domain amount is based on stewardship, and we can increase our stewardship to the next level. Now, admittedly, we've got quite a lot of stewardship. We can go put them on managed domain, so we get an extra +2 stewardship. can see some of our bonuses increasing there. Now, we have not gone to the next level, but if she was a bit better steward, admittedly she's not great, she's only got 5 stewardship, but if she made around 10, we would get an extra bit more stewardship, and that would put us to maybe another domain limit, which can be another great way of getting some extra territory and increasing your power. But I'll say probably one of the biggest things, especially if you are only playing as a vassal, is to become the steward of your liege, because we're steward to a king, so we'll get a flat +2 tax, +2 income, which is absolutely insane, as you can see here. Yep. Where was it? Vassal tax. Oh, it's not coming up. Fantastic. Domain tax is +7, which is again absolutely huge. If we do go into like Zagreb, once again come on, let me click on that. We get the +3.1, but because we're lieges, we get an extra 7%. It's all about building construction costs -7%. Oh my goodness, and then +15 lifestyle experience. Becoming a councillor on your lieges council is very, very powerful. But stewardship is very much about stacking different bonuses, and this is how you see some people play Tor, because you really can, if you're able to get down all of the different trees, you can get some really, really good bonuses, especially from the architects who are trying to build up your domain. But I'm going to end this video there. I hope you found this interesting and a nice little introduction. I hope you've learned something as well, even if you're more experienced players. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will answer them. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.